So, you want to fly. You want to recreate your past lives as a bird. You bird bitch. So in today's video, we're going to talk about where to find the cheapest tickets to fly, what to look for in a flight, and how to make squirrels smile. We may or may not cover that last one. So you may or may not have heard, but I'm flying myself to Chiang Mai, Thailand, from Canada, Toronto, Ontario. The last time I flew in a plane, I was 10 years old, and I went from Toronto to Newfoundland to visit my great aunt. Why did I say that weird? Aunt. I was debating aunt or aunt. You don't care. Now I know what you may be thinking. Should I be taking advice from somebody on how to fly who's never flown in their life? To that I say, yes. Yes, you should. You should seek those people. Yeah, it'd be nice to take advice from a veteran traveler who's been traveling for the last 30 years. They know all the ins and outs. They know every donut shop in the West. But may I submit the theory that the rookie traveler is more exciting to watch. More fun to see him fail and have struggles along the way. It's the journey. It's all about the journey. So first things first, the best site that I've found is skyscanner.ca. It might be skyscanner.com if you're a Yankee Doodle flyer. But for Canadians, I said that weird. I'm saying a lot of weird things today. I'll move on. Skyscanner.ca scans the sky for every flight known. You just type in your destination and it will look for the cheapest flights to that place. So it searches every airline, so you don't have to go to, I want to fly Singapore Airlines. Nope, Delta bitch. You'll see all the airlines come up. So you'll probably see, from what I've seen, it's always China Southern or China Eastern or China Western. They're always the cheapest flights, and we're gonna find out why, aren't we? Because that's the one I got. I'm flying China Eastern, so we'll see what the discount means. As soon as I get on that plane, I'll be like, oh, that's why. I get it now. So the cool thing about this site is you can search by month. So you don't have to pick a specific date. And this is how I found my flight, because I searched by month and I was looking through the month. It's like a calendar that shows you the price, the cheapest price per day. So when I was looking for my flights, I'm looking by month. I was looking in July and I'm like, okay, August is cheap. September even cheaper. September 11th, it's like the cheapest day possible. People are afraid to fly on that date for some reason. I was researching and nothing came up. I typed in September 11th, nothing major seemed to happen on that day, so I don't understand it. So September was cheap, but then October, November, it starts getting astronomically different. I mean, I'm looking at flights in September for $450 to get from Toronto to Chiang Mai or Bangkok. And in November, December, we're talking $1,500. So it's a completely different ball game. You pick your month. There's definitely a time of the year to fly. And I don't know about you, but I was looking up first class tickets just to see the difference, because my mom was like, why don't you get a first class ticket? I'll chip in a bit. $450 for economy, $7,000. So my dreams of flying first class died that day. They drowned in the ocean that I will fly over on my cheap seats with the spike sticking in my back. That's fine. So originally my mindset was to go to Thailand by the end of the year, by the time winter was starting to kick into full gear. But I was just thinking, like, Christmas time. I wonder if that's a cheap time to fly. It's not. Contrary to what you'd think, that is not cheap. You'd think hardly anybody travels for Christmas, but apparently people do. So go to skyscanner.ca and start browsing through the months. and see what kind of deals you can get. Maybe you're a millionaire mindset, price isn't as important to you, but I just wanted to get the cheapest flight. I didn't really care. Hey kitty. Hey kitty kitty. You're a kitty. You're a cat. You're a cat. What would Reggie think? What would Reggie think? I'm not sure how important the different airlines are, how different they actually are. So just look up certain things if you absolutely need a power cord on your seat. For me, I'm not gonna be on my laptop for 12 hours. I mean, I don't really care. I got a little ebook reader and my own thoughts. That's time to meditate. Be at one with the air as it flows through your hair. You probably won't feel much of a breeze. I feel it right now. But I don't think they open the windows on the planes. I'll have to look into it. But there are minor details like that. I think that's where the airlines will come into play. I didn't see any power cord or USB cord for my China Eastern flight, but not big important. It's not of big importance. You're behind me because I'm already over that. The main thing are the meals. You gotta make sure you check off a vegan meal, even if you're not vegan. I swear to God, if you order the beef Wellington. Another thing you wanna think about when looking for a flight is the amount of time it takes. Because I saw many different flights. One of them was like 22 hours. Next one I saw was 60 hours. Can you imagine that? It was like one trip to Vancouver from Toronto, and then a full day layover, and then flying somewhere else to Shanghai, like 60 hours. That would be ridiculous. So you got to pay attention to that and the amount of stopovers, because some of them have like 2 or 3 stopovers, some are only 1. I didn't see any direct flights. That'd be nice, just Toronto to Shanghai. That's not how you say that. So pay attention to that. My flight is a 22-hour flight, assuming there's no delays, but I think China Eastern is like known for the delays. Or was that China Southern is known for their delays because they stop in Guangzhou or something that rains all the time. So I got a 15-hour flight to Shanghai and then a 3-hour layover there, and then I forget how long to Bangkok, and then I have to find another flight to Chiang Mai or the train, and that is the debate. Take the scenic route on the train. I think it'll be too much because I'm supposed to get there at 1 a.m. at Bangkok, and by that time I'll be like, how the hell do I get to the train in the middle of the night? It's gonna be so weird because I'm 11 hours ahead already. So as I'm flying there, I catch up to their time, and I'm in the Matrix for a little bit. For 7 minutes I'm in the Matrix, and then we get there. I'm just having a little watermelon break. For those who remember, one of my last videos, I bought this super dark green watermelon. I didn't know it was seeded, so that's exciting. I'll let you know how it tastes. It's a little sour. Oh, he's touching me. He's in my watermelon. We just want some watermelon. Also, pay attention to where the stopovers are, because I saw one flight with Turkish Airlines that stopped over a little too close to Baghdad for my liking. Canadians don't do war very well, so I like to steer clear of the Iraqi zones. Alright, 2 last tips before I let you leave. It's my decision to let you leave or not. Thanks, Caroline. Love this. Alright. Fuck. A baby? Where'd the baby come from? Car alarms and babies. One vital piece of information you need is how much you're allowed to take in baggage, how much weight, especially if you're moving there to live because you're bringing everything you own. You have to make sure it can get down to the under the limit number. It's words. It's words. They all fit together somehow. China Southern Airlines has a 70-pound bag that you can check in, but your on-board backpack can only weigh 10 pounds. Whereas China Eastern is 50 pounds check-in, but a 20-pound carry-on. And for me, that's actually better because I'm bringing all my most important equipment, like my laptop, my camera. I'm even gonna bring the waterproof case for this camera in case we crash into the ocean, and I will vlog my death for you. I will vlog that. So whoever finds this camera, you upload this to the Vegetable Police channel. My password is kitten fun. Try it. So before you leave, make sure you weigh your backpack and your bag. Just get on a scale, weigh yourself, and then get on the scale with your bag and calculate the difference. I don't know, my scale doesn't turn on if I just put the bag there. It only recognizes humans. My scale's 18% body fat. I've been feeding it carbs to slim it down. It's getting there. So find out the baggage limit, do a test run, and go under. Be under that limit, just in case something's like, oh, you can't bring this on the flight, you'll have to check it, and your other bag's already right at the limit. So I'm gonna try to be under by at least 5, maybe 10 pounds. Last tip, pick your seat if you want. I opted in on that. It costed $20 more, and I wanted a window seat to film the flat earth. I had to do that. There's two schools of thought on the window or the aisle seat. Window seat to be left alone. Aisle seat if you pee a lot. I pee a lot, so I'm gonna be bothering people, and I'm sorry. But if you're flying or you're sleeping on the flight and you got an aisle seat, you'll be woken up by people passing through you. I wanted that window seat to see out. I want to be looking out that window for as long as I can. But yeah, I could see I'm going to be getting up a lot because I eat a lot of fruit. But on the plane, I'll bring like dried fruit and nuts, and hopefully I'll just be dehydrated as a sack of goat sack milk bag. So pick your seat, decide whether you want the window or the aisle, because if you don't pick it, you just don't know where they're gonna put you, and you might be in the worst of all places, which is the middle seat. You get no window benefits, and you're in the middle, people are peeing on you. It's no good. And from what I've read, you want to be closer to the front of the plane just because they get off quicker. But for me, most of the seats in the front were taken, and so I just went right to the back in hopes that people didn't buy the seats next to me and I'm somehow just in my own little thing. Maybe. But on my first flight, there's a 3-hour stopover after it, so I'm not really on a rush to get off the plane. It's just like, where are you headed to? I got 3 hours in an airport. I'll just be happy on this plane for a little bit. So I think that's it. My tips are done here today. But I'd like to thank you for watching the video. Hopefully any of this was helpful. If you have any additional tips, post them down below. And let's fly together. Metaphorically speaking, of course. So we're done here. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you bring babies on planes, even if you don't have kids. You're just like, hey, can I bring your baby on a flight? Make sure it cries. Make sure you don't feed the baby. Spank it. Just to awaken it. Underslept and underfed babies on the flight. Love that. Okay, we're done here. Getting to a loud street. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Get yourself a vegetable police t-shirt. You're not gonna get. Okay. See you in the next video. You're not gonna watch it. Okay. $24 for 12 green, unripe rock boys. What is that bird? That's a huge bird I've never seen. Wow. What a magical bird. He's just standing there in the swamp. I wonder if he's gonna attack me. Hey, buddy. He's walking on water. He's a Jesus bird. Oh my God, we found a Jesus bird. I love you. Sorry for scaring you. Love you though.